I'm Larry O'Connor with Otherworld Computing, OWC.com. I'm here at the 2019 Artist Relations Indoors Expo to show off some of the stuff that's here, and you see a lot more stuff. They come by our booth at NAMM this week, 11802. Be there Thursday through Sunday, but today at the Indoors Expo, got some of our latest and greatest, best stuff. Over here, we have our Thunderbolt 3 dock. This guy has 14 ports to any Mac or PC with Thunderbolt 3. It's also got the horsepower so they can pump all that data. I mean, you load every port up, you're in great shape because it's got the horsepower to pump that through that big Thunderbolt 3 pipe. It's not just a bunch of ports that they only work, how to say, they got a couple plugged in, load it up, everything goes. And on top of that, it powers your laptop with up to 85 watts. So you can power charge your laptop, works with any desktop machine as well as Thunderbolt 3, but power your system plus add all those ports that these new machines don't have. Lots of USBs, micro SD, full-size SD, Ethernet, audio. It has digital audio, and Mac or PC. So whether you're on a Mac, that you're doing dual boot on, or you're on a PC, even a Linux box for those that are, going down that route and we're willing to put a little bit of extra effort in. But anything with Thunderbolt 3 USB-C, that is the best stock, and I'm not the first one to say it, and I'm glad to repeat it though, because it's what you're going to find actually in studios, from people's homes that need those ports. And actually, it's kind of fun here. This is we're really excited to be at Indoors Expo, and the folks here, they actually in their studio they have one of our Thunderbolt docks. So we didn't have to bring that one. That one was already connected when we got here. So it's an industry staple. It's something that we like to call these things boring, because these are the things that they enable your creativity. They're not responsible for your creativity, but when you plug them in, you put them in place, whether it be a dock with a bunch of devices connected to it, whether it be the storage. We have storage now that is up to 2,000 megabytes a second that's bus powered. These are the things you put into your workflow, and then you can practically forget about them because they're there working. When you're dealing with all the chaos that's going around everywhere, these are the products behind the scenes that are plugged in, doing their job, so your energy can be on the creative process, not worrying about what your technology is doing, because your technology is all here working. This is our Envoy Pro Mini. This is something you can have complete instrumentation sets on. You can boot from it. You can use it for, in fact, for DJ mixing. I mean, folks, this plugs into the different Pioneer and TX decks. This plugs into a Mac or PC, and again, you can run an entire show off of that little tiny drive. That's not a simple flash drive. That is a full-fledged SSD, and that goes up to 1 terabyte in this little tiny profile. And you can pretty much run it over with a truck as well. It's extremely, truly rugged, truly fast. It's a real SSD, in a keychain style drive. So nothing to scoff at, to say the least. For a little bit more capacity, our Envoy Pro goes up to 2 terabytes. That's USB 3. Fast, reliable, again, extremely rugged, slim, unassuming, but boring other than what it does with your data, which is transfers it super, super fast and gives you extreme flexibility when you're on the road and want to bring everything with you without having to bring your laptop. Plug that into somebody else's laptop, boot from it, again, run the whole show. Over here we get into really super mass storage. These have been a staple since we introduced this product in 2013. They're available in Thunderbolt 2, Thunderbolt 3. We also have a USB Type-C version. These today go up to, the 4-bay goes up to 56 terabytes. The 6-bay goes up to 84 terabytes now. These products transfer data, the 4-bays up to about 950 megabytes a second with spinning hard drives. The 6-bay solution goes up to 1,200 megabytes a second. Really fast, really reliable. Uses software which actually has built-in failure prediction capability, so it's not just using Smart, it's actually monitoring those drives, and way before Smart would ever tell you anything's wrong. And a little secret, Smart is an industry standard that was developed by the hard drive makers. Quite frankly, that isn't going to tell you a drive's bad until probably you've already had problems. Our solution actually monitors those drives, and way before you have a risk of data loss, this is telling you, hey, that drive is now predicted to fail, get it replaced. And it's not a little buzzer that you can silence. Like it or not, I mean, we stay in your face. Once a day it's going to flash that message. Every time you restart it flashes that message till you replace that drive. And we're happy to make sure you always have the best drives in your solution that your precious creative work is depending upon, because something goes wrong and you lose that data, it's irreplaceable. So we're happy to make sure that you can get a drive swap and maintain redundancy, because you can lose a drive on these solutions and not lose any data. But you never want to be in a situation where out of nowhere you've lost a drive and now you've lost that redundancy, and until you get a drive in there, actually at that point you're kind of in a forced circumstance. We want you to have the warning, have the time, make it a planned replacement. No pain, sleep well at night, and your data is safe. Now, we're building to have the best product, whether you're a Mac or PC user, and we give a little bit of thanks for Apple for really holding the bar high, because that benefits everybody who uses our gear, ourselves included. So, I'm Larry O'Connor with OWC. I hope to see you at NAMM at our booth 11802.